Descriptive statistics in business management are methods and tools used to summarize, organize, and present data in a clear and concise way, making complex information easier to interpret and use for decision making. Examples of descriptive statistics include the use of the following methods: averages, including mean, mode, and median measures of the average values in a data set; graphical tools, such as bar charts, pie charts, and infographics, to visually represent the data; statistical measures of dispersion or spread of numbers in a data set, such as quartiles and standard deviation. This video will take a deeper look into mean, mode, and median. The mean average is used to calculate the average value in a data set. A data set is an organised collection of related data, typically grouped together for analysis or study. For example, the test scores of all students in a class, the daily temperatures in a city over a month, or a list of customer purchases are all examples of data sets. In order to calculate the mean, you must add together all of the numbers in a data set and then divide the answer by the number of items in the data set. We will use the example of a business analysing the salary data of its 7 managers. The first step is to add the salaries together. 75,000 plus 82,000 plus 78,000 plus 79,000 plus 81,000 plus 77,000 plus 78,000 gives us a total of $550,000. Next, we need to know how many pieces of data there are in the data set, as we will use this to find the average. In this case, the data relates to the salaries of 7 managers. Now we find the mean average by dividing the total salary by the number of managers, which is equal to $550,000 divided by 7, which gives us a mean average salary of $78,571.43. You might wonder why this information would be useful. Calculating the mean average helps a business in several important ways. First is that it can help to identify trends. The mean average allows businesses or individuals to identify overall trends in the data. By calculating the mean, you can observe the typical performance of a variable, such as sales, revenue, or costs over time. In the example given, the mean gives a single figure representing the typical manager's salary, making it easier for the business to understand what most managers are paid on average. It can also be used for benchmarking and fairness. The mean provides a benchmark for comparison, allowing you to compare current performance against past data, industry standards, or competitors. In the example given, using the mean, the business can compare its average manager's salary to industry standards or competitors, helping ensure their pay is competitive and fair. In finance, the mean is widely used to assess average returns, costs, or profits, making it an essential metric in budgeting, forecasting, and investment decisions. In the example given, the mean salary helps in forecasting total salary expenses and planning budgets for future hires or salary adjustments. While the mean itself is a useful central measure, when you compare the mean to other measures like median or mode, or the spread of the data, it can highlight anomalies or outliers. In the example given, if any manager's salary is much higher or lower than the mean, it can prompt a review to ensure pay equity and address any discrepancies. Finally, the mean helps make informed decisions by offering a clear and reliable indicator of central tendencies. In business, for example, it helps in setting budgets, pricing, or inventory levels based on historical averages. In the example given, the mean provides a reference point for setting new manager salaries, planning raises, or negotiating compensation packages. Now that we've covered mean average, we will move to the mode. The mode is the value that appears most frequently in a data set. If we refer to the data set, we can see that the salary of 78,000 appears twice. Therefore, because it appears more than any other value, 78,000 is the mode. Once again, you might wonder why this information would be useful to a business. As in the example, if a business is analysing salary data, Knowing the mode is useful because it shows the most common salary among employees. This information can help a business in many ways. The first way is that it can help to identify popular choices or trends. The mode helps identify the most common or popular item in a dataset, making it ideal for understanding trends or consumer preferences. In the example given, the mode reveals which salary is paid to the largest number of managers, indicating the most typical or standard pay rate within the company. In addition, the mode can help to simplify decision making. In some cases, the mode provides a clear and simple decision point when making choices based on the most frequent occurrence. In the example given, understanding the most common salary can guide HR in setting salary bands, making pay structures more transparent and consistent. Next, the mode can help to detect unusual occurrences in a dataset. If the mode deviates significantly from other values, it might indicate a need for further investigation. In the example given, if the mode salary is significantly higher or lower than the mean or median, it may highlight clusters or patterns in pay that could warrant further investigation, such as pay equity issues or outdated salary brackets. Next, the mode is easy to explain and understand, making it useful for communicating pay trends to employees or stakeholders. Finally, the mode is resistant to outliers because it is based on frequency, so it provides a stable measure of the most frequent value in the dataset, even if it contains outliers. Next is the median. The median is the average based on the middle value of the dataset after the set of data is organised in order of size. To calculate the median, we must first arrange the data in order of size, starting with the smallest to the highest. In this case, it will be 75,000, 77,000, 78,000, 78,000, 79,000, 81,000, and 82,000. Now we must find the middle value. Since there are 7 salaries, which is an odd number, the median is the 4th salary. Therefore, the median is 78,000. Referring to the example used, the median value of the salary data is useful to the business because it shows the middle salary when all manager salaries are arranged in order. This provides a clear picture of what a typical manager earns, unaffected by unusually high or low salaries that could distort the average. There are several reasons why knowing the median is useful. The median is less sensitive to extreme values because it only depends on the middle value in a dataset. Whether there are a few very high or low numbers, the median stays the same as long as the order of the values remains the same. In the example given, the median is not influenced by extremely high or low salaries, so it gives a more accurate reflection of the central salary, especially if the business has a few managers earning much more or less than the rest. Next, the median assists practical decision making. In some fields, the median is preferred over the mean because it reflects the typical case and is not distorted by a few extreme values. This makes it useful in making decisions where the goal is to understand the typical experience or the central position of a dataset. In the example given, the median helps the business understand what most managers are likely to earn, which is useful for setting fair and competitive compensation packages. Next, the median supports equity analysis. In sectors with outliers, for example, companies with very high or low valuations, the median offers a more reliable benchmark than the mean, especially when extreme companies skew the data. This helps analysts focus on typical market performance and not to be distracted by a few outliers. In the example given, the median helps identify if the majority of salaries are clustered around a certain value, making it easier to spot pay disparities or inequities within the organisation. Next relates to budgeting and planning. When creating budgets, the median can be used to estimate typical costs or revenues without being overly influenced by outliers. In the example given, if a business knows the median, it can better forecast salary expenses and plan for future hiring or adjustments. Finally, the median is useful for benchmarking. It can be used to compare a company's performance with the industry median. The median can be compared to industry standards to ensure the company remains competitive, for example, in attracting and retaining talent. To reinforce our understanding of mean, mode, and median, let's look at a practical example. Roast and Vibe is a Dublin-based specialty coffee shop co-owned by a French-Irish couple, offering a unique fusion of French patisserie and Irish hospitality. The owners want to use mean, mode, and median to analyse the costs of producing pancakes. By using the mean, they can calculate the average cost of making a pancake, which helps with overall pricing and profit margin strategies. The mode will help them identify the most frequently occurring pancake cost, which can highlight standard production patterns or common ingredient combinations. Finally, the median will help them to identify the middle value of pancake costs, ensuring that outliers do not distort their understanding of typical expenses. By leveraging these descriptive statistics, Roast and Vibe can make informed decisions about pricing, portion sizes, and ingredient sourcing, ensuring that their pancakes remain both delicious and profitable. The owners begin by making a note of the pancake size portions, costs, and daily amounts. As we have already seen, the mean average is used to calculate the average value in a dataset. In order to calculate the mean, you must add together all of the numbers in the dataset and divide by the number of items in the dataset. In this case, we are being asked to find the total mean average cost of production of the pancakes at Roast and Vibe. This example differs from the one used earlier in this video. We are still trying to find the mean average, but in this case, there are multiple pancakes of different sizes. So you must multiply the cost of each pancake by the quantity made to get total costs. You add that up and then divide it by the total number of pancakes. Let's go through the calculation step by step. Step 1. Find the total cost for each pancake size. For the smallest pancake, the extra small or the baby stack, this means we must multiply the unit cost of production, which is $1.50, by the number of stacks made per day, which is 10. This equals a total cost for the baby stack of $15. We repeat this process again for each of the pancake sizes, small, medium, and large. We times the unit cost of production by the number made each day. So that means for the small stack, the total is 16, the medium stack, the total is 27, and the large stack, the total is $13.75. We must now calculate the total cost and the total number of pancakes made. In order to get the total cost, we add together the costs of each pancake. So this is equal to 15 plus 16 plus 27 plus 13.75, giving us a total cost of 71.75. We now must find the total number of pancakes made. This is equal to 10 plus 8 plus 12 plus 5, giving us a total of 35 pancakes. In order to calculate the total mean average cost, we now divide the total cost by the total number of pancakes made. This is equal to 71.75 divided by 35, giving us a mean average cost of each pancake of $2.05. Next, we move on to the mode. This is determined by the cost that occurs most often in the full list of all pancakes made. For Roast and Vibe's pancake costs, we know that for the extra small pancake, 1 unit costs $1.50 and 10 are made per day. For the small pancake, it costs $2 and 8 are made per day. The medium pancake is $2.25 and there are 12. The large pancake is $2.75 and there are 5 made per day. Each pancake has its own unique cost, but the regular stack or the medium pancake at $2.25 is made the most times per day at 12 times. This means that the modal average is $2.25, as this cost occurs more frequently than any other in daily production. Next, we move on to the median average. This is the average based on the middle value of the data set after the set of data is organised in order of size. Step 1. Let's write out all 35 pancake costs in order. We have 10 pancakes at $1.50, 8 at $2, 12 at $2.25, and 5 at $2.75. So essentially, this means that the first 10 pancakes cost $1.50 to make. Pancake number 1 is $1.50, pancake number 2 is $1.50, pancake number 3 is $1.50, and so on up to pancake number 10. Next, the 11th pancake, when we arrange the pancakes in order of cost, is $2. And pancake 12 is $2, and so on until we get to pancake 18, as the next 8 pancakes cost $2. Then the next 12 pancakes, which are pancakes 19 to 30, cost $2.25. And finally, pancakes 31 to 35, which are the large pancakes, cost $2.75. The next thing we need to do is find the median position. There are 35 pancakes in total. The median is the value at the centre. 35 is an odd number, so we get the median by using the following calculation. 35 plus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to the 18th pancake. Now we need to identify the 18th value in our list. The first 10 pancakes, as we've previously said, are $1.50. The next 8 are $2. These are positions 11 to 18. Therefore, the 18th value in the dataset is $2. That means the median average is $2. Once again, you might wonder why this information is useful to Roast and Vibe. The mean helps Roast and Vibe see their average cost per pancake size, helping them assess whether their costing structure is efficient or if any particular pancake size is driving up costs. This can help set more informed pricing to maximise profitability. The mode identifies the most frequently occurring production cost, which reflects the standard production patterns for Roast and Vibe. Understanding the mode helps them identify which pancake sizes or combinations are most commonly produced, and this can be useful in managing ingredient stock, production schedules, and marketing efforts for the most popular options. Finally, with the median, it is helpful because it gives Roast and Vibe an idea of what the typical pancake production cost looks like without being influenced by any unusually high or low production costs. This is especially useful for ensuring that outlier costs, so things like one-off ingredients or production anomalies, don't distort their financial analysis or budgeting. That wraps up our exploration of mean, median, and mode, 3 powerful statistical tools that help businesses like Roast and Vibe make informed, data-driven decisions. Whether it's analysing salaries, understanding customer trends, or calculating average production costs, these measures of central tendency provide valuable insights that support smarter strategies and better outcomes. But this is just the beginning. This video is part of a broader series designed to build your confidence in using descriptive statistics and analytics to solve real-world problems. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.